Hey Cheers, seriously, this is a Jeopardy contestant named Louis Fertel who went viral this week for this response he made on Jeopardy.
Here is the clue. Arthur Miller thought 1690s Salem was relevant to 1950s America when he wrote this play.
What is the Crucible?
You got it, and you're up to 11,000.
People are calling this the snap heard around the world. It's been shared on YouTube. I found it on Reddit. The responses are amazing. He's actually a comedian. He's part of HitFix site, and I think I hear him echo, the echo of snap. Wow, it's beautiful. Louis, I was so surprised to see this being shared everywhere. I've been following you on Facebook, and first I was surprised, like, what? You've been on Jeopardy?
Right.
It doesn't feel real.
No, it should terrify you. Right, what's he doing there?
Like, and I didn't even realize you had those skills.
Unfortunately, I have a disease where I remember everything. My brother was on Jeopardy 2 years ago, so it's like a family illness.
So, like, you guys are a brilliant family, that's what you're saying. Like, I have an IQ of this compared to you.
If memorizing dumb things means you're smart, then I am super smart.
What does it take to be a contestant on that show? I mean...
You have to watch the show all the time. You have to decide, I'm gonna memorize everything about Shakespeare, I'm gonna memorize all the kings of England, and you have to make that fun to you. Otherwise, it's hell on earth,
So you can be a professor.
Of useless information, which I don't think is a subject at most liberal arts colleges.
Or maybe you're fun to date, like you have great conversation starters, or are you just like hard to date because you know too much, like it's annoying?
Everything about me is hard to understand. I don't expect anybody to keep up with me.
But more importantly than your skills to be on the show, which I don't quite understand.
And you never will.
It was this moment that everyone was sharing. Were you surprised? Did this happen out of nowhere?
I mean, kind of. I mean, first of all, like snapping is such an old school gay thing. Like if people are like, oh, and living colors in the house, you know? So I'm sure like people are like surprised about that. But I'm surprised that it became like I've seen it on every website you've mentioned, you know? So it's shocking, but at the same time, like, no, you should probably have a snap in your life, and I want it to be this one.
So you do this consistently in your life. It wasn't just for this moment, like it came out of nowhere.
I do it both intentionally and unintentionally. Okay. When I'm really competitive and I'm like winning at stuff, it's like, I won, you know what I mean? Like you should be scared of me.
So can you teach me how to snap?
I think it begins with be really angry about something and self-righteous, and then just like lean in like, no, I'm right.
So say something in my ear that I'd be really angry about.
Okay, let's see here. Your on-screen presence could use work. It's more like you're like screaming at like a child and you're 70. Is what you were doing.
Were you annoyed that people were relating this to you being gay? Like...
No, obsessed. If anything, I wish I could have answered every question by saying, and I'm gay. Because like on Jeopardy, you just don't see people like open up about being gay, things like that. It's like, no, I want you to read that about me. And I do it better than a lot of people do, and they should learn it from me.
So you could become the viral star that ends up on every show, bring your snap around the game show world?
If I have to wheel it out like a traveling circus to get on game shows, I'll do it.
So we found some awesome comments. DeGiro says, while watching this, I turned to my mother and said, that's gonna go viral. They saw it coming.
And your mom was like, what's viral?
Kevin Lee, that guy looked uncannily similar to Connor Franta.
I've gotten that a couple times. I think he looks like my Nintendo me. Like if he's like a 1 foot version of me.
He's shorter, he is.
He's like a child. He's an infant.
Cute, sweet, but shorter. Andrew and Rebecca Jones comments, after watching this on Jeopardy, I have started using the snap whenever I feel I made a good point.
Well, that doesn't mean she's good at the snap. So like maybe she should get some practice first before she starts wheeling it out to like be judged.
So is this gonna be your thing that you're known for, like your legacy that you leave?
If it means I have to talk less and just snap more, like that's easier for me, so.
All right, well, how would you react if you got a question right on Jeopardy? What would you do? Let us know in the comments below. Follow him on Twitter. Like us, subscribe for more of what's trending.